Hi everyone, it's Jill with Greenwood Girl Cards, and I am coming on to share my latest batch of tags and cards. And I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Today is Tuesday, and this is the stuff that I've been working on for the last, I guess, week or so. So I'm going to go through some of the products that I used first, and then I'll show you what I created. So from Simon Says Stamp, hello Heidi and everyone, Tiffany, everybody at Simon Says Stamp. I use this beautiful Twirling skater die, Twirling ice skater. Okay, and there's the number. And then I also use this ice skating girl die, which I just love. I love both of these. There's the number, and again, this is from Simon Says Stamp. And their Christmas release last year was absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to see what they have in the works for this year. So I use those two dies. I use this stamp set, which is from Paper Tray Ink. I'll put this behind so it's a little bit easier for you to see. I believe it's called On Ice, and this is an older set that Don McVeigh, I believe, designed. So I used some of the sentiments that are in there. And I also used this Warm Winter Wishes stamp set from Paper Sweeties. I love the sentiments in this one. And if you're interested in it, you can put in PS-47 at the Paper Sweeties site, and it should come up if it's still available. Okay, so I used that. And then I used this die from Impression Obsession Stamps. There's their website right there. This was designed by a good friend of mine. I think you guys will know who it is. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so tired. But I have shared her YouTube page before. Her name is Anna White, and if you guys don't follow her, go on over to her YouTube channel and follow her. And she's also on Instagram. There's her name, Anna White. And Anna is a designer for I.O. and Impression Obsession, and she designs a whole line of dies, and this is just one of them. This is the die number if you're interested. It's called the Whimsical Scallop Tag, and I bought a bunch of her release. I think they just came out with another release. I can't wait to see what she comes out with for the holiday season. So I use that. I use this Frantic Stamper mitten die. This is from Frantic Stamper. It's called Hanging Mittens, and there's the die number. If you have the die number, you can usually put that in the search bar and it will come up if you go to their website. This is a memory box die. Style 2105 might help you, but it's called Pinpoint Heart Mittens. And this was a gift from a crafty friend. So, and right now I can't remember who gave it to me. I should have written it on here. Oh, I can't remember. Was it Sybil or Lilibeth or, gosh, I can't remember who gave this to me. But someone sent this with their Happy Mail, so I'm using that. And then from KSCraft, I used these heart dies that I showed in my last video. And these were designed by Nicole for KSCraft. So the links to these are in my previous video if you're still interested in purchasing those. And then I also used this set of dies, and I cannot remember where I got these from. Ugh, you guys, you know, when I was designing, I marked everything, what company it was from, and then I kind of got out of the habit after I stopped designing for Paper Sweeties. So anyway, I'm not sure, but I'll try, and if I can find it, I will link it in the comment area of this video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started showing you my tags. All right, and there's tags and cards for Christmas in here. So this one uses those Pinpoint mitten dies from Memory Box. It uses a tag from LOTV, Lily of the Valley stamps in the United Kingdom, so over in England. And if you've been with me any length of time over the last however many years I've been doing this, where I make Christmas tags, you know that I love this little stamp set. I've had it for years and I use it every Christmas. I really am hoping, you know, tiny sentiments, tiny Christmas sentiments are very hard to find. Everything is so big, and I like small things that I can use on tags. So Simon Says Stamp, if you're listening, or Debbie over at Paper Sweeties, or any of the other companies I love, the Cat's Pajamas, geez, off the top of my head, nothing's coming to me, but Neat and Tangled, oh, you know, all the different stamp companies, Reverse Confetti. if somebody would come out with a bunch of tiny Christmas sentiments that could be used on tags, and they're small, especially some that are stacked like this where the words go this way instead of across. Everything's always across, and I need stuff that's little. And it's very hard to find, and I could type some stuff out on my computer and print it and then cut it, but I really enjoy stamping. So anyway, that's just a request. So that's my first tag, and then here's this one. And this one says Warm Winter Wishes. That's that Paper Sweeties sentiment. And I use this paper here that has these Christmas words on it, is from a paper pad that I got at Tuesday morning. And if you guys are interested in knowing what pad that is, let me know in the comments and I'll try and get it out and tell you what the name of it is. Okay, but I just used some fabric to tie at the top here with some velvet ribbon that I got at the Stamp Simply ribbon store. This tag uses that adorable Twirling ice skater from Simon Says Stamp. It uses the heart dies that I showed you from Nicole, that Nicole designed. She did such a beautiful job. And then it uses an Lily of the Valley tag, and it has a jingle bell tied on the bottom. And then there's a whole bunch of skating tags using the different ice skaters as well as a couple cards. So let me pull these forward. Oh, and there's another die here that I forgot to pull and bring down to show you guys. So we'll get to that in a second. So here's a card using the ice skater from Simon Says Stamp. And I put just a little bit of diamond stickles on her mittens and along her ice skates there, if you can see it. And that little Lily of the Valley tag that says Winter Wonderland. And this die, this doily die here, is from Neat and Tangled, and I just love this snowflake doily die. It's great for tags, and I'll show you some tags I made with it too. This is just a card that I created, and inside it has that Warm Winter Wishes. So really sweet skating die, and I grew up ice skating, so all my sisters and I, we love to skate, and my son even loves to skate because I take him to the local ice rink. So this one is one that I actually cut so that the skaters are connected at their hands. And if you're wondering how to do that, you take the die, you fold your paper so that there's a crease, and then put the edge of the die off of the side of the crease and you die cut. And then when you take your cut out, you can unfold it and it will be connected wherever you had it laying off the side at. So I did that, and I did it to both of the skating dies, and then I created this card, and this card says Snowy Greetings, and that's a stamp from Paper Tray Ink. And I just thought this turned out so cute. These little hollies are from Hobby Lobby, of course, and then these little gems are from Dollar King. And I just put little gems to look like pom-poms on the ice skates, as well as some stickles on the blade. So just a really sweet card. Here's that same doily die from Neat and Tangled. Hello, Neat and Tangled. I love this die. I love your stamps. This is that doily die again, and you can see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a bunch of sparkle here. This is diamond stickles that I just painted into the openings of the doily. And then here's that skating girl again, this time cut out of the word paper, the Winter Wonderland, the little, just a really simple tag. These came together really quickly. Like I said, I'm really busy this summer and I'm behind on creating, so I'm trying to do things that are just a little bit quicker and a little bit simpler this year. So some of these are more simple than others. So here's another one with gingham and the little holly. And I just think this, you know, I use both the die cut, and then this is the silhouette of the die cut. So I just covered this piece that had the die cut out of it on top of some gingham paper, and that's how I made that. So you can see the difference. One is the silhouette, and this one is an actual die cut. Okay, so like here's another silhouette tag. This one uses green mirror cardstock. So these are just really simple tags. They either, like this one has a die cut on it, and then this one is again one where it's been die cut out. So you can see the difference. But they're both cute, I think. I think these just turned out lovely. So this one says I love snow days, and this is a stamp from, I believe it's the Cat's Pajamas. I might have shown it in my last video. I can't remember if I did or not, but I'm pretty sure it's the cat's pajamas. It's one of their rabbit sets, I think. I just can't remember for sure off the top of my head right now, but if you need to know what that is, let me know in the comments and I'll try and let you know. So anyway, so this one just is really simple. It has that mirror cardstock again. Here's another one using that doily, snowflake doily die from Neat and Tangled. And this little heart die, which I just love, this little heart tag, is from one of my favorite companies, Lawn Fawn. So Lawn Fawn just came out with their winter line, and there's so many things in it that I like. But I'm just going to pick one or two to get, and I think I might have to get the ice skating mice because I'm just in love with them. So if you haven't seen the new Lawn Fawn release, go take a peek. It is beautiful. And it's on pre-order at Simon Says Stamp and also at Jamie's shop, the Not Too Shabby shop here on YouTube. You can link to her store by going to her YouTube channel. So anyway, check out Lawn Fawn, but this is one of their little tag dies. And I just love this because they come with a little thing that you can tie on with a ribbon. The little opening right there is nice. So another tag one with the skater silhouette. And you can see, you know, so where's that? So this is the reverse piece, this is the cutout piece, and I inked this one and I didn't ink this one. So two different looks, and this is using one die cut. You know, this is using the square that was left over, this is using the die cut. So I just think these just turned out really cute. I'm really happy with them, and I know my family will really like these because again, we all ice skated, we all grew up in Illinois skating around on Lake Ellen. So in the winter, that was a really big thing that we did. We used to walk down to the lake and then ice skate, or sometimes we'd drive because it was freezing cold in Illinois. So all right, so that's the rest of the skating ones, and then I have a few more mitten things to share. The first, I'll share some cards. So here's just a powder blue card, which I thought was perfect for winter. I crocheted a little thing to show that the mittens are kind of strung together. And this is again that Pinpoint mitten die. I hope Memory Box does more of these types of dies. I really like this. I'm still waiting for someone to come out with a layered mitten die and just create like a base mitten, and then each year come out with a new layer. The first one could have a heart cut out. Next year they could do something else. Just a pattern or a design, but it would be so fun to have all different types of mittens and just different layers that you could add to the back piece. So I hope someone does that. Anyway, but this is that Pinpoint one. This is the heart die from Nicole and KSCraft on AliExpress. Again, I'm really hoping someone will come out with even a thinner heart die set in scallops and stitching here in the US. Prim hearts are very underrepresented in the market. There's lots of hearts, but not a lot of thin hearts. And thin hearts are really nice for tags, and I'll show you what I mean. SheShe has a Prim heart die that I use all the time. Where's the tag? Here it is. So this is the SheShe one. And this one I cut out of felt, and this is the smallest size of the Prim Heart Bigs die, and that die is now available at Hobby Lobby. And I wish they would come out with a set that is the thin metal dies, because then we could make shakers. If they make two sets, one with stitching or scallops and one plain, it'd be neat to be able to do shakers that are Prim hearts. So I'm really hoping SheShe or one of the other companies, Neat and Tangled, Simon Says Stamp, Reverse Confetti, Paper Sweeties, somebody, I hope will come out with Prim hearts in the US. So a really thin Prim heart. But anyway, so this tag uses that sweet little die from Frantic Stampers, the hanging mitten die. And then this little tied on snowflake is from Hobby Lobby. And then I just cut a piece of felt for the ribbon on this one and tied that yarn I love from Joann's Fabrics and Crafts, that sparkly yarn that I used to make the roses earlier this year. So that's that little tag. I don't know if I showed you this one. I think I just did show you this one. This one's a mint one, mint green. And this is some seam binding. So I love these little mittens. I just think they're adorable. Here's a card using that same Frantic Stammer mitten. These hearts are from the Sizzix Bigs die. I had to cut the white one down a little bit, hand cut it in the back. So if it doesn't look perfect, that's why. It's because I hand cut it down a little bit. It was too big to fit within the boundaries of this button brand paper that I was using. This paper is from Arala Miha's shop on Etsy, and I will link it below for you guys if you're interested in it. But I just lined it with a scalloped piece, used her paper, and then a green cardstock. And this one says, like mittens in winter, you warm my heart. And this is from a Paper Sweeties stamp set. I think I showed it to you. It's called Warm Winter Wishes. So, and then here's another one of those Pinpoint mittens from Memory Box. And I used some embossing folders, a Tim Holtz one, and a Tailored Expressions called, I think it's called Winter Flurry, but it's their snowflake embossing folder. So I used that too. So this turned out really cute, and I just love this sentiment. Like mittens in winter, you warm my heart. So here's another one. This uses that wonderful die that Anna White designed from Impression Obsession, and I embossed it with the Tailored Expressions snowflake embossing folder. I think it's called Winter Flurry or something, like I said. And then there's the Frantic Stamper, the felt heart from the Bigs die that's being sold at Hobby Lobby, the Prim Heart die. And then this, all of my gingham that I printed is from an Etsy shop. And if you're interested in that, let me know, and I can link that somewhere eventually too. So just a few more. I don't know if I showed you these ones yet or not. This one, the hearts in the center are felt. And this is a coaster board from Paper Tray Ink. So it has a little bit of depth to it. And then the Snowy Greetings. So, and this one I didn't put a tag on yet, because I really need to find some other sentiments that I can use. But this little flower is a product also from AliExpress, and I just typed in bling flower buttons, and these are buttons. So what I like about having buttons is that you can just tie them on with some twine, and I just used felt to cut this. This is just a strip of felt, wool felt from Benzie Designs, I think. There's two different felt shops I buy from on Etsy. It's from one or the other. But anyway, so there's that one, and I showed you that one. And then here's this last card. This is I didn't bring this die set down, but this is a scalloped die set. I think it's from, oh, what is the name of the shop? I think it's from, oh, geez, I can't remember right now, but I'll try and link it in the comments, you guys, if you're interested. And this one just has some ribbon from Hobby Lobby and a little piece of twine for the mittens. And it says Warm Winter Wishes. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for, if you've stuck with me for this really long video, we're at 18 minutes. Thank you very much for taking a look at what I'm sharing tonight. And you know, just everybody leaves me so many beautiful comments during the Christmas season when I start doing Christmas tag videos. I really so appreciate everybody, you know, that just says such wonderful things and visits me. So God bless you all. I hope you're all having a wonderful week and a wonderful summer. I'm thinking and praying for many of you, including my friend P, my friend Elise, Sybil, Susan, Sherry, who am I forgetting? Robin. Really, you guys, every morning I lift all my crafty friends up to God, because we all have things in our lives that are hard.